On a particularly hectic Thursday afternoon at my marketing job, I sat in my ergonomic swivel chair, barking corporate jargon into a phone headset so hot from overuse that my left ear was actually burning. I was leading a project so convoluted and mind-numbing that I was having nightmares about it almost every night. The call ended with me committing to an impossible deadline as usual, and I began to prep myself for another long evening. As I stretched my arms and guzzled the last of my extra-large coffee, I could hear my phone buzzing in my purse. It had been going off repeatedly for the last 30 minutes, but up to this point, I had successfully ignored it. But, like a hungry baby, my iPhone would not be ignored. It buzzed so persistently that I was finally forced to acknowledge it. Then, I saw the notification that no parent wants to see. 3 missed calls from my daughter's school. Dozens of very rational scenarios raced through my head. Scarlet fever. No. Jihadi insurgents. No. A freak winter snow tornado. As I flipped through my mental Rolodex of neuroses, the phone rang again. I picked it up on the first ring and yelled into the receiver, "This is Rachel, is this Eva's school?" I am not cool in a crisis. Hi, this is Eva's school. Today was early dismissal and no one was there to get her at the bus stop. She is here in the office waiting to be picked up. But don't worry, everything's okay. Liar! I wanted to scream. Everything was not okay. While I was busy committing to work that I could not even deliver on, my little 7-year-old daughter was sitting alone on an office bench, wondering why everybody forgot about her. I was failing, like those stone-cold working mom caricatures on TV. You guys know the ones, running around the big city in kitten heels, wheeling and dealing while little Timmy sings a sad solo alone at the Christmas pageant. And then something happened. I started to cry. Now, I don't mean soft, delicate, feminine tears. I am talking ugly, snot-nosed, donkey in a steel trap sobs. It came on embarrassingly strong and without any warning. A male colleague peered curiously at me as he casually strolled by, wearing a Bluetooth earpiece and holding a cup of microwavable ramen. "Get bent!" I wanted to yell at his dumb face and his dumb soup. His delicious, warm, savory soup, damn it. Not only had I forgotten my daughter, but I'd also forgotten to eat lunch. The sobs deepened. And then another thing happened. I peed myself. Yep. Not only had I forgotten my daughter and my lunch break, I had also forgotten to get up to go to the bathroom all day. And after 2 babies, 1 episiotomy, and 0 Kegel exercises, this entire pelvic region is basically a big broken water balloon. I was crying so hard that I was peeing, and as a result, I found myself standing in the middle of an office that I had worked so hard for, soaked in urine, wet mascara, and crippling guilt. For a moment, I considered whether Sheryl Sandberg's kids were ever deserted at the bus stop. Of course not, guys. Sheryl Sandberg's kids don't take public transportation. They travel by way of Google-powered space unicorns or something. Eventually, I composed myself, arranged for my husband to pick her up, and I headed home. As I sat in traffic ready for a glass of wine and a change of clothes, my mind was flooded with everything piece about working moms that had ever been written. They're only young once. You can pick up your career later. Or, don't take your foot off the gas. If you take a break from work, you'll never get that momentum back. Or, don't cry in the office. It makes you look emotionally volatile. Or, don't pee on yourself in public. most of all, I thought about my daughter. I envisioned her crestfallen face as she pulled up to the corner and saw nobody there. Was it just a harmless mistake or something worse that I won't realize until she's 25 and in therapy? As I pulled into our driveway, I saw her silhouette dancing around in the living room. As I came through the front door, she smothered me with hugs. I crouched down and said, "I am so sorry I wasn't there for you this afternoon." Our eyes locked and I searched for signs of repressed trauma and resentment. Instead, they brightened as she wrapped her little arms around my neck. "That's okay, Mommy. You're here now." In my bag, I heard my work phone buzzing. But this time, I happily ignored its call. Everything I needed to know at that moment had already been said.